Can't hear me? It's really weird. Okay, you can't hear me? Mic check. Hello? Somebody let me know, please. Yes, you can hear me now. Okay, good. Good morning. Good morning, Kathleen. Hello. All right. Okay, good. So everybody can hear it now. Good morning. So glad you're here. I was just asking if everybody was a little sluggish after the holiday because we're a little slow waking up and getting in here this morning, and that's okay. It's Tuesday, but it is terrific Tuesday. So come on in and let's have a good day together. And Auntie Jean's on YouTube. Good morning. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Just take a moment to be. Settle down your energy. I hope you all had a good sleep, a good rest last night. And let's get this day started. So touching your heart center. Good morning, Andrea. Slow down the breathing. Well, let's get you ready to go back to work, Kathy. Relax that breath out, letting go of anything. You don't want to take anything negative into this day. So as you slow down that breathing, focus on compassion. Focus on care, love, a warm hug. Focus on what's terrific about this day. What's really, really good for you about today. Just feel it in your heart. You don't even have to visualize anything. Just feel that love. What does that feel like? Mine feels like warm sunshine. So let's see what our feelings are like this morning. I see the rays of the sun, like it's poking through the cloud, shining down on me. Feels so good. And I'm just going to bask in that warmth for just a moment. I'm going to bring that with me into my day. What other feelings we got? I got the sunshine. What you all got? Bring it. Show me what you got. Marietta. Oh, good morning, sweetheart lady. Marietta, I saw that I have a message from you, but I have not opened any messages this morning, so I will get to you as soon as I get off the air. And I'm not on EWN. I'm on EWN, One with the Earth. That's where you will find me now. We switched the channels because you know who wasn't playing nice. So that's where we went, was EWN, One with the Earth. And I'm on Angel Speakers, Teri Angel. So you can find me either place there. Good morning, Deirdre. Catherine Kovacs feels rainbows in her heart. I love that. I love that you feel rainbows. Suzanne, good morning. Well, anybody else have any feelings when you go into your heart? Mine is the sunshine, and I love seeing sunshine. So I'm going to go with that. Jennifer, I don't know which one you're on, honey. I'm on two places because we were being kicked off every morning. So we're going to try to figure out if it was the channel that we were going live on or if it's the platform that we're going live on. So Jen, you may be on one where everybody else is on a different one. Let me see where you are. Okay, you are on One with the Earth, Jennifer. So the other channel is Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, and that must be where everybody else is, except Auntie Jean, and she's on YouTube. Jennifer's grateful. Me too, Jen. I'm so grateful for you. And Kathy Han feels like standing under a waterfall. Oh, I like that. Are you smiling as you're standing under that waterfall? Because our Marietta has taught us all about smiling and the importance of doing that. All right, I'm going to pull a Kuan Yin card if anybody else wants to share what you're feeling this morning. Just go into your heart with that. Just see, what does my heart center feel like today? And we're sharing feelings as I pull a Kuan Yin card. I hope everybody had a wonderful celebration yesterday for the 4th of July. And Rosalind, good morning, sweet Rosalind. Cheers to everyone this morning. Hope you're here to fill up your cup with joy and to share your joy with others. That's what we're doing right now, is what's that feeling in your heart? That's what we want to send out to each other. So as I'm surrounded by a heart, I am sending out love in a yellowish, beautiful, sunshiny way. There you are, Auntie Jean L'Oreal on Facebook. I don't know where you went to. Let me see. You must have gone to Angel Speakers. Okay, that's great. I think that's probably where everybody is. Jennifer, if you want to go over to Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, I think that's where the crowd is this morning. Suzanne feels peaceful. Oh, I love that for you. And yes, 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 let's all feel that peace that Suzanne's sending from her heart. All right, I pulled a Kuan Yin card. Let's see what she's got for us on this terrific Tuesday. Change is in the air. Okay. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does not often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely or impossible. Yet it will happen anyway. Have faith, trust your feelings, and relax. Change is in the air. Boy, I hope so. Don't you all? Do you agree with me? Do you really have that desire for change to be here? I just want to wake up in the morning and hear good news. I want to hear that there's something happening that is so terrific that we can really all have a terrific Tuesday and wrap our arms and our brains around. And I really am ready for that. I'm ready to turn to that positive energy. And, you know, the blog that they had me write last night, if I can dream, and I can dream, I think we all can dream. And the quote was from a song that Elvis sings. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh, why can't my dream come true? And I know it can. And I think you all know it can. We all intellectually know that it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be mass shootings and people hating on each other for no reason. So that's my dream, is to wake up in the morning and hear the good stuff that's happening out in the world. And I'm setting that intention. I am really setting an intention that every morning I'm waking up to joy. I'm waking up to people being kind. We can turn that around. We can pivot away from all the hatred. We can pivot away from any low vibration and bring in, usher in a world that's more kind to each other. What does that look like to you? If you were to wake up in the morning and feel and see however you see the happenings of the world. For me, it's on my phone. Usually if I open up my phone, I get what's going on in the world. What does that look like to you if you wake up to a world that's full of kindness? What kind of news would you see? Let's envision it. Let's really bring it into reality. Our conscious thought feeds our subconscious, and that's bringing in what's in our world. That's our reality. So what is it? If you were to wake up and you either saw something in the news or you saw something at your home or out in your neighborhood, just share what would that look like? And let's do some manifesting of the good news, of the good things in life. Good morning, Sally De La Rosa. So glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Tony. And Auntie Jean said it's nice and quiet this morning after last night. A beautiful morning with birds, and my mockingbird came home. Yay. Well, Jean, I don't know when you fell asleep, but the fireworks were still going after midnight here. So yeah, it was not a night conducive to sleep for sure. And I know I got a little bit of sleep, but not very much. Kathy Hand says, washing away the heaviness of the past few months and ready for positive changes. Let's manifest it, Kathy. Put that in your conscious thought. Remember the cat, the conscious active thought that's feeding into the subconscious thought. And let's do some feeding this morning. Let's envision. You don't even have to visualize, but just put it out there like on a vision board. Imagine you're creating a vision board. What is there that you can see when you open your eyes in the morning? Let's do some visualizing that way. Suzanne, I manifested a car. Yay. Oh, I am so happy for you. I'm happy for us because that means we're going to get to see you. Yes. And Kathy's asking about Ringo. I think she's taking Ringo to the vet in just about an hour and a half or so. So hopefully we'll have some answers to what's going on with little Ringo. Blue Jean, good morning. You're on hold. Okay. Well, get off a hold and let's go full steam ahead. So the question for those coming in is, if you woke up and you saw whatever it is that's your vision of good news, of good happenings, of kindness, joy, positive energy, what would that look like for you? What do you see when you open your eyes to see that positive, great energy? And Sally, gentle thunderstorms throughout the night, but I did drift off to fireworks last night. Luckily, we were too tired to care. You know, I have been really paying attention to what's on my mind before I fall asleep. And this is the manifesting key, I guess you could call it. This is that key that unlocks what we want to manifest. And that comes straight from Neville Goddard's teaching. Whatever is on your mind as you drift off to sleep, you are manifesting that. You are bringing that into reality. So it's important to pay attention to it. It's important to put a conscious, active thought into your subconscious before that dream state. And that way, your subconscious doesn't know the difference if that's real or if it's something that you are just making up. So I make up abundance before I fall asleep now. I go into the energy, not of just thinking about it, but feeling it. As I fall asleep, I feel the abundance and I feel the joy and peace that I want to see in the world. Good morning, Ricky. And good morning, Josie. And Kathleen Caputo, our Mama Hada Bear, says, my dream would be all negativity would be wiped off the planet and replaced with love and faith. That's what I'm talking about, Kathleen, is to not even give that negativity a thought, to just wake up. And as I turn on social media to go live, or I open my phone, I just see the good. I just see people being kind to each other. You know, Jean and I went to the movies yesterday to see Elvis, of course. What else would we see, right? But as we were sitting there watching the previews of what movies are out or coming out, there was a movie and it's called White Bird. And I want to see that. So I think I'm going to go see that movie. But it was a grandmother teaching her grandson about kindness and opening up this whole world where people are kind to each other and sharing what that means, what that looks like to be kind in the world. And in the story, of course, it's a fiction story, the kid was a bully and she was trying to show him what it means, you know, in action, what it means to pivot away from that to being a positive child, a positive influence. We can all pivot to the positive, can't we? No matter the age, no matter what has happened in our life. And a lot of times that's what we go to our experiences and we say, well, my life has not been good, so I can't really feel into good. I can't feel into the positive. But can't gets thrown out the window, especially with the angels. They really, they let us know about that word. That can't means I choose not to. So when you're saying I can't find a positive thought, it's just a choice you're making. You can find a positive thought. We all can. We woke up this morning. That's a positive thought. And I heard a teaching that says when you are wishing for something, we all have wishes. We all have things that we want in our life. So if you're wishing for something, put it in a statement like it's already happened. So if you're wishing for health, for good health, you don't say, I will be healthy. I will indicates that you're not there yet, that there's something wrong, that there's a lack. Or I will be abundant. Someday my ship will come in. I will have what I want. That's indicating that there's a lack, that it's not there yet. But when we make the positive affirmation of, I am healthy, I am abundant, do you see the difference? It's just one word. It's only a change in a word, that's all. So if you find yourself making the statements, I will, talking about what it is that you're putting out there to manifest, change that. Go ahead and switch that up, because that word that you're using is so important. If you say, I am abundant, Maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you are not feeling abundant because guess what? It's the first of the month again and bills are due and yada, yada. Switch it up. That's what I say. Switch it up to I am, whatever it is your desire is, because it'll make all the difference in the world to just change that mindset. Just change that one little word. And let's all try that. I encourage you, I issue you that challenge for today. If you catch yourself saying, I will, right? I will means in the future, it's out there somewhere. Instead of that verbiage saying, I will get this, I will have that, just stop yourself. That's my challenge to you. Just stop it and turn it around. Be the observer today of how you're showing up in the world. What are you doing? What are you saying? What are you thinking? Because you're creating with all of that. Whatever it is that you're putting into the subconscious, you are creating that. So if you're using will instead of I am, then you are showing your subconscious there's a lack. Something's not there. So that's my challenge to all of us, including myself. I'm going to pay attention if I catch myself today projecting instead of claiming, then I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to say, nope, today I am abundant. Today I am at peace. I am joyful. So that's the challenge. Anybody here want to take me up on that challenge? Just say yes. Just put it into the comments. Yes, I am going to do that today. All right, let's see what we got. Auntie Jean, yes, we're taking Ringo to the vet today. Suzanne says, no violence, positive broadcasting, stories about peace, and people making it. Yeah, that's it. And let's manifest seeing that when we wake up, seeing the success stories instead of what's gone wrong overnight while we slept. Let's see the good in the world. Sally, people not afraid to acknowledge, practice, and emit loving positivity toward each other. Everybody would have a big, bright heart above their heads so we can see each other clearly. Yeah, so let's do that when you think about somebody today. And, you know, we have so many thoughts going on. They're relentless. They never stop. So as you think about someone, maybe someone that came in this morning and said something on the morning show, think of them like they're sitting here where I am with this heart surrounding them. So if you think of Suzanne, think of that beautiful energy just sitting here surrounded with a big heart, whoever it might be, Auntie Jean, Kathy Hand, Catherine Kovacs, Kathleen, Deirdre, Sally, whoever it might be, just see them sitting right like I am, surrounded with that big heart of love. Kathy Hand says, I really need to try and go into positive thoughts before bed. My dreams last night were not fun. Many nights I dream of being lost and not able to get help or contact anyone. So Kathy, I'm encouraging you and issuing you that challenge. Make it a positive, a conscious, active thought. That's you telling your brain and telling your subconscious mind, I am, and whatever it is, I am abundant. I am peaceful. I am successful. Whatever it might be, Kathy, just do that before you drift off to sleep. But more than that thought, You're putting that thought out there. Feel it also. What would it feel like as you're drifting off to sleep to maybe count $100 bills? Whatever it might be, to get into the feeling of what you want. Do that as your last thing before you drift into sleep. Deirdre, my deepest desire is to have all beings with a pulse to feel the love that's all around them, transforming smiles on their faces. Boom. Let's do that. When you see somebody, if they're not smiling, well, first of all, smile at them, but then what would it look like to see a smile on their face? Just see them smiling. And Kathy says, Scooby heard the fireworks, but seems to be mainly calm about them now. Thankfully, Bonnie does not hear so well, and she just slept through them. Yeah, I was so glad when they finally stopped. I think it was around 1 o'clock in the morning here that they stopped. And Auntie Jean says, I try to manifest peace and love with every breath I take and every step I take. It really helps me to walk in joy. It sounds a little corny, but it works. Whatever works, right? Whatever's happening, just change it into whatever way you can to make it positive. Kathleen, yesterday I posted praying for Highland Park. Sadly, someone commented and asked me, what God are you praying to? The one that made this happen or the one who did not stop it? Hopefully, he will think about my answer. And if not, we are all on our own paths and knowing love for him. Indeed, Kathleen, change, sometimes it takes it a while for it to happen throughout the world. Sorry about that. It wasn't going to stop. But yes, indeed, that was on my heart when I went into writing the blog last night as well. And, I thought about that song that Elvis sings, If I Can Dream, and how that song was written for Elvis. I thought Elvis had written it, but somebody else wrote it for him, knowing how he felt about the tragedies at the time, which were Dr. Martin Luther King, JFK, Robert Kennedy. And if we can dream, if we can all dream it, that we can have peace, that all of this external stuff going on of hatred and violence just is not there anymore. It's not even a thing anymore in our world. We can all dream that and usher it in together. Pat Moss, good afternoon. And Sally says, yes, we started packing before our new space came along. Trust that you've manifested your desires into heaven, and now you manifest it into the earthly plane. And the big key is to feel that. So that's one way to do it, is to start acting on those feelings and to go ahead and pack your boxes, whatever it looks like. We have one of our P's that's getting ready to sell her house. And so I was holding that energy for her yesterday, seeing it already a done deal, seeing that she's handing the keys over to somebody else. There's a lot of ways you can envision that positive change that you want. You can bring it to you with the way you think and turning the thoughts around. Hope Wellington Marshall is yes, yes, yes. She's taking that challenge. And Suzanne's taking the challenge. Jennifer's taking the challenge. Kathy Hand. Oh, thank you. That be the observer. That's the challenge today. Be the observer of the speech that you are using, either out loud or in your head. And if you catch yourself speaking into the future of I will, change it to I am. Just make that small change. And let's see what difference there will be in your life when you do that. And Sally says, like a bunch of loving thought bubbles. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you didn't even notice the heart. Yeah, I forgot to change my background this morning. Oh, thank you. Yes, sometimes the sneeze just won't stop and it has to come out. That's our human self. Sometimes we can't stop that train when it starts, can we? And Auntie Jean says, yes, me too. So if I hear you say I will, Auntie Jean, I'm going to remind you. And I'm so happy that I'm here with her right now. It's a delight to be in Jean's presence. All right, let's go into our prayer time. I'll read the Kuan Yin card again because I think some people came in after I had read it. And as I'm doing that, you can put any prayer requests in that you would like us to be aware of. I am taking note of those every day. If you're adding somebody to the list, I add them to the written list so that on Wednesdays, we share all of those names, the ones that have been on the list for a while, the new ones added in, and we take away anybody that you tell me, oh, they're doing great. We don't have to lift them up anymore. I love those answered prayers. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. So Kuan Yin this morning says that change is in the air. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does not often seem improbable. No, growth does often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely or impossible, yet it will happen anyway, just like that sneeze. If that's in momentum, it's going to happen, right? Have faith, trust your feelings, and relax. Change is in the air. It is in the air. It's here for us. Let's grab onto it. Reach out and grab it. Just grab that change and embrace it. Bring it into your heart and feel it. Feel it real. When you feel it real, you're going to see it real. And Jean is recommending that movie. So do I. I've seen it twice now, and I'll see it again because it's an incredible movie. Wonderful talent. Just an amazing script. I love what they did with this movie. Marietta says, in my dream last night, I was rising up, up, up in a hot air balloon. It was up to me to keep adding more balloons underneath my platform. EIWP. Absolutely, Marietta. And I see that for you. I see you really manifesting because you're in the feeling of it. That's that hot air balloon. That's your vibration and your frequency. Let's all go in our hot air balloons this morning. Can we do that? Can we all step into a hot air balloon? So let's do it together. Take a deep breath in. And right in front of you, there's a basket. It's a really big basket. It has a door that opens. Open the door to your basket. Just if you want to physically reach your hand out to open that door, then do that. Reach your hand, open the door. It pulls outward. So open that door just like you would open a door in a house. Step into the basket. Place yourself right there in that hot air balloon. We're all going to take off together. If you want to get into the same balloon with each other, let's do that. But envision yourself in that hot air balloon basket. You might be with others. You might be by yourself. Whatever that looks like for you, just fill the basket underneath your feet. I'm barefoot, so I'm going to feel the weave of the basket. I'm going to feel the solidness of it under my feet. So feel however it is for you. Maybe it's soft, or maybe it's like grass as you're standing in that basket. But breathe in again. Let's close our eyes to envision, if you can close your eyes. And now start to hear the sound as the fire is being lit. That fire is going to create energy for the balloon to rise upward. So hear the fire, hear that flame starting up. It's very noisy as the hot air balloon starts to rise. So hold on to the side, or give a hug to somebody that's standing there with you. Or sit down even, if you want to sit in your basket. And let's see it start to rise. Feel the energy. You're no longer tethered to the earth. You're just starting to float. Feel that floating feeling. Nothing's holding you back. Nothing's tying you to that 3D energy. And Marietta, thank you for the suggestion of us going in a hot air balloon today. It's been a while for me, so I'm going to enjoy this liftoff. I'm going to enjoy the slow ascent upward. As we move upward higher and higher, we feel that change in the atmosphere. Just breathe in the fresh air. Maybe the wind is blowing your hair a little bit. You feel that change of the air on your face. It might be a little cooler as you go up higher. That's a good thing, as many of us have heat going on these days in our world. So feel the difference, feel the shift as you lift higher. And what are you taking with you? What desire, what dream, what wish are you taking upward in that hot air balloon? If you want to share that with everybody, just share the wish that you are taking with you. And let's see it fulfilled. Feel it, that it's already happened. Not will, but it is already in your world. It's in your heart. It's in your life. Whatever that looks like. Maybe that wish is for a vehicle and you see it. You feel it, that you can get into it and drive away. Just allow. And now smile because your wish is fulfilled. Smile because there's nothing that you're lacking. There is nothing to go into a low energy about. Just breathe in an easy breath coming into your lungs. And when you release that breath, just send it out from that hot air balloon. Send it down to the earth, to the very core of Mama Gaia. Send it out over the fields, the mountains, the valleys, every plant, every tree, all the waterways, every animal. See the cows receiving that energy, the sheep, the goats, the horses, the mountain lions, the coyote, the wolves, all the wild animals that are over the earth. Just see them receiving. How are you feeling now? Do a check-in. Be the observer of yourself as you're floating in that hot air balloon. Are you smiling? Are you frightened? Some people don't like heights, so don't look down. Just go into your heart. If you need to sit down in that hot air balloon, sit down. But just feel the peace. Once the noise stops, you just feel peace as you float along. Just envision this is what the birds feel and experience as they're floating through the air. Just get into that energy of being. Release any blocks that might come up for you. Anything that says, I can't go up in a hot air balloon. I can't manifest a car. Just release that kind of stinking thinking and pivot to, yes, I can. And yes, I am. I am abundant. Release the block. If you have to clear your throat, cough, whatever you have to do, shake that energy so you can feel your abundance. You can feel the love. You can feel that wish fulfilled and allow that in. I just want to stay in that hot air balloon all day. I don't even want it to come back down. I just want to keep floating, keep seeing the beautiful energy with all of you. Everybody thinking in a positive way. Everybody adding to the solution of what's in the world. So I encourage you throughout the day to go back into that hot air balloon energy. Go back into the floating. If you find yourself feeling heavy, feeling like things are getting to be too much, just release that thought, step back into the basket, and just float around. Let's let that be what we do today, to just have this really terrific day in that wonderful energy of just being. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. Just be. Just be. Deirdre says it's a pea basket full of all of us peas. Pat, you nearly lost your hat in that hot air balloon. Yeah, you might want to hold on to scarves and hats and whatever else you brought along with you. And Deirdre, breaking news. All fear has lifted up, 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 out into the cosmos. Mankind is finally free. Only love remains. Only love. Only love is real. We've left everything else behind. And Ricky, thank you for good news. And I will go in and make that change on the list for us. That's awesome news. Annie 7, good morning to you. Auntie Jean says, we are being lifted by spirit in the most beautiful balloon the universe can create. And the basket is filled with golden love, free, seeing forever the paradise of peace and family of the divine. I love that, paradise of peace. I think I might have to write something with that, Jean. You know, I've been getting very creative. Okay, so let's get back to the basket, and then I'll tell you about the creativity that's been happening. So as you're still floating, we're all floating. We're not going to come down. We're just going to stay floating today. If you want to come down and be in the 3D world, you can do that, but go right back up afterward. After you've experienced and done whatever you need to do, that's your responsibility throughout the day. Just go back into your heart in that hot air balloon and feel the floaty energy and just be. And let's do our love to each other that we do every day. In our hearts, we hold the energy, and with our words, we spread it and share it to each other. So 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. And as you are sending that love to each other, I just want to share, because I'm excited. A few days ago, we worked on feeling ourselves as a flower, seeing ourselves as a flower. And many of you identified what flower you are. If you could be a flower on this earth, which one would you be? And I made the list of all those who responded. I wrote down your flower, and I am painting your flower and painting you a message about your flower. And it's been so far 3 words. So every painting that I've done, there's been 3 words that are your words coming from that identification of the flower that you chose to be. And it has been fun. I want you to know I am not an artist. Well, okay, angels, they told me to stop saying that. I am an artist. I am creative. And so I'm letting the creative energy flow. And thank God for Auntie Jean, because I almost threw one in the garbage last night. I told her, I said, I don't think this one's going to work. And she was encouraging me. She knew what it was that I was trying to put on paper, that I was envisioning in my mind. And we'll see. So I'm going to be sharing those, and I'm bringing them with me to Vermont. So hopefully you'll be getting one from me. Deirdre, it is so much fun. I'm doing it in watercolor and in charcoal and watercolor pencil. And I've done 3 so far, and they're just flowing. And Spirit is telling me what words to put on the page. So I can't wait to share them all with you. You've seen blues. I've already shared that one, but there's a couple more now. And I think I've got 6 more on my list that I promised you all a message from those. Oh, Sally, of course you're a rose. And interestingly, nobody else chose a rose. So I'll do one for you, Sally. I know you're an artist, so be gentle with me, because I haven't done this. This is new. It's a new channeling of energy onto paper. And it's not me, it's the angels channeling in there. So we'll see what it looks like. What is my flower? I'm a daisy all day long. I love the daisy energy. I love the lightness of it. I love the bright energy when you see daisies out in a field. It's a happy field. And that's what I want to always be. It's a happy daisy. I know the angels are correcting me, Deirdre. Every time I start to say it, they're like, So I'll share those with you all. And thank you for being here today. We need to get off of here. I love you so very much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And let's do some dancing around. What do you say? I haven't seen Blue and the babies, Pocky and Gruff. So let's all dance for them. Let's go into Leo's energy and fill your cup up with joy.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
I think I see AAA written on that hot air
Joy,
balloon.
full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Oh. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Joy.
Thank you, Leo.
Joy.
Woo. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a terrific Tuesday. And hopefully I will see some of you this afternoon at 4:44 Eastern Time when I come on to read the blog, I Can Dream. And let's dream together of that better world. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all.